5 easy breezy breakfast recipes that went viral on TikTok. These are my favorite recipes and I make these quite often. Will be ready in less than 15 minutes and incredibly delicious and healthy. Hey everyone, this is Stas and welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing great. In this video, I'm going to share 5 easy breezy breakfast recipes with you guys. So all these recipes went viral on TikTok. I have tried these viral recipes quite a few times and these are my absolute favorite. So at times I find it quite challenging to come up with exciting breakfast recipes. So if you're like me, do give these recipes a try. You're gonna love it and you can whip all the 5 breakfast dishes effortlessly. So guys, let's get started. The first recipe is going to be 1 pan egg toast. To a bowl, I'm going to crack 2 eggs and next I'm going to season the eggs with a dried herb seasoning. You can literally add any kind of dried herbs or seasonings. Using a fork or whisk, beat the eggs really well and keep it aside. So I'll be using whole wheat bread. You can also use white bread. So let's halve the bread. We also need a cheese slice. Here I have taken Gouda cheese slice, so I'm going to halve the cheese. Place a wide non-stick or ceramic pan over medium heat. Add some butter. So let the butter melt and then let's pour the beaten egg. Next, let's place the halved bread. So the top of the omelette is still watery, it has not set well. So gently dip the bread and flip it over. So both the sides will be coated with egg, and also place the other half. While placing the bread slices, please ensure to leave some space toward the edges. Let the egg cook well and then using a wide spatula, let's flip this over. Be very gentle. Using a tongue and spatula, fold the edges over the bread and make into a square shape. Next, let's place the halved cheese slice on top of the bread and then let's fold this into a sandwich. Cook this for a couple of minutes and we can also flip this over and let the cheese slightly melt. Our 1 pan egg toast is ready. So look at this, the bread has turned golden brown and slightly crispy along with the egg and cheese. This is absolutely delicious. Our second recipe is going to be pesto eggs. So first I'm going to warm up the pita bread. You can either use pita bread or even tortilla. Place a wide pan over medium heat. Next I'm going to add basil pesto. So this is store-bought, this is basil cheese pesto. If you have homemade pesto, you can add that. So add like half cup pesto to the pan and spread it well and make into a bed. Next, let's crack couple of eggs over the pesto. You can add up to 4 eggs. So I'm only going to add 2 eggs. Let the eggs cook. I'm going to cover with a lid. That way the egg yolks will also be cooked well. So cook this for a few minutes. After a few minutes of cooking, let's open the lid. So the egg yolks have cooked well. So using a wide spatula, let's take the egg along with the basil pesto and place it over the warmed pita bread. If you're using bread, place it over the bread. I like to season the eggs with paprika, so adding a few pinches of paprika, or you can add any kind of spices or seasonings. Using a pizza cutter, I'm going to half the pita bread and then we can enjoy this. Our third recipe is going to be custard yogurt toast. This is like having a dessert for breakfast, but this one is really healthy. I have taken wheat bread. You can take white or any kind of soft bread. So using the back of a spoon, gently press onto the center of the bread to create an indent or well. So be very gentle, do not break the bread. To a bowl, I'm going to add 1/4 cup yogurt. So this is strawberry flavored yogurt. You can also use vanilla yogurt or even plain Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt is thick and I find flavored yogurt tastes better. Next, let's crack an egg to the yogurt and using a fork or whisk, beat them well till the mixture turns soft and smooth. If you're using plain yogurt, you have to also add a tablespoon of maple syrup or honey for sweetness. So next, let's pour this mixture into the well or the indent that we have created on the bread. So with this, we'll be able to make 2 toasts. So we can add like 3 tablespoons of yogurt egg mixture on each bread. Next, I'm going to top the yogurt egg mixture with raspberries. You can also top with blueberries or even with strawberries. I'm gonna air fry this in my Instant Pot air fryer. You can use any kind of air fryer, or if you don't have an air fryer, you can bake this in the oven. So I have lined the broil tray with parchment paper. So I'm going to place the bread over the parchment paper. Close the Instant Pot with the air fryer lid. So going to select air fry setting and going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and let's set the time to 5 minutes. So first I'm going to air fry this for 5 minutes and clicking start. After 5 minutes of air frying, I'm going to open the lid. So here is the custard yogurt toast. I want some more brown spots, so I'm going to air fry for another 3 more minutes. So in total, I'm going to air fry for 8 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. After 3 minutes of air frying, so in total I have air fried for 8 minutes. Here is the beautiful custard yogurt toast. So there are some brown patches on the edges and it has cooked perfectly. Looks really beautiful and the bread has a nice crust as well. So let's transfer this to a plate. So enjoy this delicious custard yogurt toast. If you prefer, you can sprinkle some powdered sugar over this. Our fourth breakfast or brunch recipe is going to be egg pita wrap, or instead of pita bread, you can use tortilla. I have taken wheat pita bread. You can also use white pita bread or tortilla. So using a scissor, let's make a slit from one end to the center of the pita bread. Let's place a different ingredient into each quadrant. So here is the cooked egg or omelette. So this is plain egg. I haven't added any seasonings or spices. So let's place the egg on one of the quadrants. Next, going to place some spinach, or you can use any kind of greens. Going to add some mayonnaise. So this is chipotle mayo, my favorite. So I'm going to spread it. On the last quadrant, I'm going to place some grated cheese. So this is cheddar cheese. You can use any kind of cheese of your choice. Next, let's fold the wrap up. So fold each quadrant like so and make into a triangular shape. We can enjoy this as is, or we can grill it on a pan or a panini maker. So I'm going to grill or warm this up on a pan, so placed over medium heat, and using a spatula gently press it down. So flip it over, let both the sides turn slightly crispy, and look at this, the cheese has started to melt. So let's transfer this to a plate. This will make a perfect filling and healthy breakfast or brunch. So if you're making this for lunch or dinner, you can make it with chicken or any kind of meat. So this is super delicious as well. I make this quite often and I love the crunch from the pita bread. Our fifth recipe is ramen noodles with scrambled eggs. So this is buttery, spicy and incredibly delicious, made with very few simple ingredients. First, we have to cook the ramen noodles or any kind of instant noodles you can take. So adding 1.5 cups water to a saucepan and let the water come to a slight boil, and then I'm going to add the instant noodles. So this is for just one serving. If you're making more, you can add more noodles. Cook the noodles till they turn al dente, so do not overcook the noodles till they turn super soft. So next, let's drain the water and keep aside the cooked noodles. Place a white pan over medium heat and let's add 1 tablespoon unsalted butter. So you have to add butter, don't replace with oil. So let the butter melt, and then let's add 2 garlic cloves chopped. Saute the garlic in butter for a couple of minutes, so we don't have to overcook the garlic and it will get really aromatic. So we are sauteing the garlic in butter. Adding a teaspoon of red chili flakes. So add this based on your heat level. So this is what imparts that nice heat to the noodles. So saute for a few seconds, and next let's add half tablespoon brown sugar. And then 3 tablespoons soy sauce. So this is low sodium soy sauce. So give it a good mix. Let's add the cooked noodles to the sauce. Toss the noodles in the sauce and let's cook this for just a minute. Move the noodles to one side of the pan and let's pour 1 egg. So I have beaten the egg to the other side of the pan, and let's scramble the egg. And then let's mix the noodles and the scrambled eggs together. Remove the pan from the heat and let's serve this into a bowl. Let's top the noodles with everything bagel seasoning. So this makes a huge difference in the taste of this noodles. So this seasoning, it has white sesame seeds, granulated garlic, onion, salt, black sesame seeds and poppy seeds. So let's generously top with this. Finally, garnishing with some green onions. This is such a simple recipe, yet incredibly delicious and flavorful. I absolutely enjoy the flavor of garlic, the heat from the red chili flakes and the everything bagel seasoning. So this has turned into my favorite noodles. I make this quite often and it is very addictive.
Here you have it, guys, easy breezy breakfast recipes that can be whipped up effortlessly. So do give these recipes a try and let me know your feedback, and do let me know which one is your favorite. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. I'll be back with more cooking videos. Until then, happy cooking, take care and bye.